All right, everybody, today is day 2 of my Emira project here. We did the suspension yesterday. Today we're gonna do the exhaust and hopefully the splitters, the rear splitter, the front lip. So we're gonna get that done. But I'm doing the GRP valved exhaust. I freaking hate valves, but on this car, I don't think you have a choice. But what we're gonna do to eliminate the valves, assuming it doesn't get all droney and boomy, which I don't think it does, and we're gonna do the Miltech, the valve controller system. I just don't like doing this kind of stuff. If I had the choice, like on my E92 M3, doesn't have any valves, on the GT4, like get rid of the valves, the GT3 RS, GT3, you really can't get rid of the valves without it getting weird. And so this car has valves, but I think, from what I understand, it works well with the valves open. And the only way to do that without getting check engine lights and error codes and stuff, you've got to do a valve controller. So we're going to do the valve controller. And then we're going to do the GRP third cat delete. So we're going to delete the third cat, keep the primary cats, and we're going to swap the exhaust for GRP stainless. I don't like titanium. I always get suckered into titanium. It looks so freaking good. I'm in love with the whole concept of it. And then when I do the titanium, I always end up hating it. And so the resonant frequency, the durability of, this is 304 stainless, but 321 or 304 stainless, I think is the way to go. So anyway, we're gonna take you through this process of figuring it out and fumbling through, and afterwards we'll know how to do it. But today is an install video, so don't get too excited about flybys and stuff like that. I'll have a separate video after we get the car put together, aligned, wheels, tires, all that kind of stuff, intake, all that stuff done, and I'll go do some flybys in the back roads here. So anyway, let's get started. All right, let me interrupt this video for just a few minutes. I think you're gonna like this one. I know you're gonna like it. I freaking like it, and if I like it, I'm hard to please. But what we have are the thing that I've been searching for forever, and it's a scent that works, lasts, and smells good. I went through all different iterations of the different smells, and I had to pick 3. But these are a giveaway eligible item. So go to obsessedcars.com, I'll put the link in the description, and every dollar you spend gets a chance. You're gonna win this $150,000 car by the time I'm done with it. But anyway, these are a product that my friends at Smith & Co., they make the OG signature scent, leather and pine, and that's what one of these are. This is the leather and pine scent. This is my favorite. It's like, I don't like things that smell like cologne or perfume. So there's that delicate balance, and I don't even know how to define that. But what these are, it's a bead pouch. Oh, look at that, that's so good. So there's fragrance inside of these beads, the bead system. So you take this bag, throw it underneath your seat, and just leave it there. And shoot, my Evo I've had in it for like 8 months. What I found is it depends on how much funk you have in your car. My GT3, my Evo, my M3, I put the bag in, it seems to last forever. Michelle's truck, where they got all kinds of funk going on in there with, I don't know what they're doing, eating cheeseburgers and crap. I feel like I got 3 or 4 months out of it before, and then you got to go just kind of agitate the bag, the little pouch every so often. But the 3 scents are, we call it, well, there's leather and pine. This is my tried and true OG signature scent of the Helen House. So let's see, what do we say here? We wanted to do a pure leather scent, but leather on its own just doesn't last long. Leather and pine together give that deep richness and adds the longevity. Something about that combination just works better. The other one we call E92. Let's see, we tried to bottle up that sharp, clean feeling you get when sliding into the seat of an E92 M3. Bright citrus notes like lemon, lime, and grapefruit give it a crisp, refreshing feel. It's intense but refined, just like the car itself. I didn't write this stuff. Pure clarity and focus in a scent. And then dialed in, inspired by the new car smell, notes of suede, leather, bergamot. I don't know what bergamot is, but it smells good. It's rich, refined, while tonka and sandalwood bring in a warmer, grounded bass. It's perfectly tuned, just like the projects you obsess over. I didn't write this. It must have been our friends at Smith & Co. must have written that for me. Anyway, awesome bag. I'd buy one of each if I were you, and throw them in all your cars so you can figure out the scent that you like the most. But I'm going to take this sucker, I'm going to throw it under the seat of the Emira, and I think the Emira, needs dialed in. This makes me think of Emira, the dialed in scent. Anyway, go to obsessedgarage.com, get entered to win. All right, Mike, what's the status looking like here?
Well, so I've got the screws out of the diffuser, but it's attached in the ends of the bumper. These, I don't know what you call these little winglets here. So it's attached somewhere in here. But I can see all of the exhaust from here. But we might have to pull the sway bar out of the way, because the sway bar is right underneath it.
Okay.
So until we get this off, I want to know better. We definitely have to get it disconnected from it.
Yeah, a bunch of screws here. Oh, there you go. Okay. It's off. Gosh, I need a lift again.
Yeah,
This is how you got to do it in real life. You know, we've been living the life of luxury here for a while. Yeah.
So we're replacing this, right?
Correct. Yep. It's kind of a shame. You know, it's like carbon fiber is going to be underneath the car.
Yeah. So here's the sway bar.
Yeah.
Exhaust actually looks pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Polished stainless.
I'm telling you, it looks like a bunch of aftermarket parts bolted on it.
So this cat's going away, right?
Correct.
So I think we can take. Just don't see if we can get the exhaust out without pulling the sway bar.
All right, credit to Forum Foundry Films for his Lotus videos. We don't have to take the bumper off. We do need to detach the third cat, which we're going to take that off anyway, because we're going to swap that for third cat delete, put the valve controller in, but the exhaust should come out without taking the sway bar off or the rear bumper.
If it makes it easier, I can put these bolts back in and make this.
Yeah, I have to give a little,
Because otherwise it's too loose.
little jammeroo here on it.
It's going to be tight on that clamp I have.
Check this.
I'm glad I bought the extra gasket with the third cat.
You can clamp the pipe.
Around this chain ring.
Yeah. It's like right on the edge. It's so close.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, well, not from this angle.
Pretty tight. I feel like it's getting easier now. Like it's got to be almost there.
I don't see any daylight yet.
It's almost there.
Oh no.
I got it. Okay. Got it, I think.
Yep.
Now it's going to be easy from here.
Yeah.
A lot of huffing and puffing going on under here. All right. So now I can loosen this side. Hang on.
Got it. Yeah, it's a pretty nice looking stock exhaust there. All right, so here's the difference. There's the stock exhaust, stock cat, there's Chase. And so we're gonna take the valve controller, transplant that, and then we're gonna put the Miltech, I guess it just goes in line.
Yeah.
You just have to zip tie it up somewhere.
Yeah.
And then there's the GRP third cat delete and the GRP stainless exhaust. You can see where the valve controller is gonna swap out and go in position. Pretty sweet. Chase, what are you thinking? Shop dog? You're a shop dog today? You get the little zip tie. See the little white zip tie there?
Yes, I see it. That goes this way. Yep. Alright, that's in.
Do you need the puller or?
I don't think not.
No, that's it. I was gonna say, I've got the snap-on puller.
I know.
But these just come right off. We can get rid of that puppy. Put it in our pile of parts.
Is there a new gasket for this? Or are we reusing?
Yes, gasket's right here.
I guess I'll just put this up there loosely and then get that in there and then try to clamp them together. Kind of the reverse of what we did. You know, we probably should put the valve controller on there too, huh? First.
Yeah, we gotta find a place to zip tie that up in there.
Pretty long wire. I wonder if they want it close to the cabin. You know? So let's have let's do that.
All right, so we're working on the valve controller. Shout out to Foundry Films, this guy, for helping us figure out what to do. Exhaust is in, tightening the bolts for the third cat delete. Yeah, I like the stock tips.
Yeah, it was fun. I wouldn't mess with them either.
All right, do my little de-fingerprinting. Do a little Bill Lambert Flairosol here, which is like super WD-40.
Smells similar.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire this sucker up here. It's gonna sound,
I'm curious.
I think it's gonna sound sweet. Certainly looks good. Every car platform needs a GRP like this. You know, he basically takes care of everything. He's making it for himself is what he's doing. You know? Then we all get the benefit.
One-stop shop.
Yep.
And what we do is curate a solution
Yeah,
for
yeah. I
everything.
mean, if he doesn't make, if it doesn't exist, and he makes it. All right, we got to check for leaks. You know?
Yeah, we should check the leaks. I'll be back here looking.
You got to check for leaks. Yeah. Can we transplant that? No.
We can now. Yes.
None of this. I don't think we need that, do we?
The heat shield?
Yeah.
It's stuck on there with glue.
Yep. Yep. I think we just do this.
What about this piece though? This has to go on there.
Oh yeah.
This little scoop. Man, that's heavy compared to that.
Dropping weight. All right. Next up is to do the carbon diffuser. So we're going to transplant a little air to rail brake duct or exhaust duct or whatever the heck that is from this plastic. There's a little stiffening brace that goes here that I think we're going to transplant as well. And then it should be a direct bolt on. And just a little rubber. All right, so what's the story on this diffuser thing here?
So we have this whole stiffener bar we had to put on first.
Okay.
This gets through bolted up into there on the ends, but then these four fasteners just keep this. I probably should keep it from buffeting.
Yep.
Then we've got this little air intake, which I don't know what it cools, but it cools something. It's got a little scoop here.
Yeah. I'm sure it came with bolts. I probably just didn't see them in the packaging. So I found a couple of.
They're stainless.
Yep.
It'd be nice. I mean, yeah, there's a little assortment here. Phillips and number.
No.
No.
It's a British car.
You
It's
never
not,
come off.
it's not a German car. They're not going to know. Now, Mike, there's a JB4 available for this thing, so I think I'm going to have to.
Partake.
Yeah, 95 wheel horsepower.
It's a lot.
Take it from 366
Wheel.
to 461. From 333 torque to 396.
Dang.
Stock.
That's more than a 3RS. That's crazy.
All right, well, I gotta call them and order that then. I gotta order me a tune.
We're doing that without a pulley change?
Mm-hmm. All right, we have to do the short shifter when we do the intake because it's actually underneath the intake. All right, next up is the front lip install. I'm pretty sure it uses all factory locations with the exception of we add some riv nuts. And then depending on how involved, I'm gonna put these carbon fiber front thingies on. I'm just not sure. If I have to take the front bumper off, I don't care that much about these because they're currently black. Not terrible.
Oh yeah, so
I think I want to mess with these, man.
well, do they pop in or do they? That's the thing, is they might just pop in.
I mean, they're going to be taped. So I got tape here, tape there.
It's pumping pretty well.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. I like the black. I'll trade those out with them for JB4. All right, so Greg said that the center riv nuts, you just have to push up because the factory little center thing gets in the way. And as the riv nut shrinks, it'll pull up tight. But all he's doing, take the little tool that it comes with. That's it. Oh.
What?
These things just overlay.
Oh, no.
Oh, shoot. Okay, they look really good. Can't even tell. Nice. I don't know if I want to put that on camera though. I'm not an overlay kind of guy. So this little tool comes with the kit.
All right, yes. There we go. All right, so that just gets threaded in like that. There's a thrust washer in there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tighten this while you hold this.
Riv nuts in. So the ones in the center, you have to really push up because it contacts the little black lip.
There's 6 factory hardware.
I mean, how many of these inserts do you need? Normally you hold on to the front lip with freaking tape.
Well, that's what I was just thinking. Maybe we should do some, right where these two are, put some double-sided tape on it.
So we're gonna do a little bit of VHB here for that center because the one insert didn't grab.
Gotta go, wait. Just hold it away from the, for now, I'll get just these back ones in, then we'll tie it after.
Looking pretty good here. Just, anytime you do anything carbon fiber, it requires a little bit of adjustment, especially aftermarket. All right, front lip is in. So now I got to decide whether I'm doing these overlays or not. I'm not an overlay kind of guy. It does look good though with the carbon and carbon there, Mike.
Yeah, that's fine, I didn't go with it.
Yeah. I just don't love how the parking sensor doesn't line up very well. All right, front lip is done. The carbon little splitter thingies are done. It looks great. So I think what we'll do, we'll add to this video, we're gonna put the wheel studs in. And so I've got these titanium wheel studs to do. Black wheel studs, 65 millimeters. And those should work well with the signature wheels. I hope they're long enough. Should be okay. It's pretty sick. They're better because they're titanium.
You sure this rolling down the road, the resonance frequency from the tire vibration mess with
It's
you?
not going to be incorrect for me. Yeah. So I didn't give any Loctite, so I don't think we need any. Does it have a on the head of it? Does it have a Torx?
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what the spec would be, but probably.
Well, this is what's important. Torque.
Yeah. Yeah.
Torque this too much.
Yep.
All right. Now this will be an easy install.
Are you sure?
Yeah, easier than the
Are
splitter.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. You said the splitter was going to be easy.
Yeah, the splitter. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Look how good that looks, though. My goodness. Tell me that doesn't look sweet. You can get a bird's eye view of what we do all day. This is what we got a pretty good life here.
Dude, this is the class on.
Just screw around.
I'm showing my buddy this is what I get to do on Wednesday.
Yeah, you just screw around making videos of car parts. I haven't shown you guys this yet in the Emira series, but these are the tools we've been working with.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Yep.
It's an overwhelming array of sockets.
I went a little bit.
Out, sometimes I have to stand back and
Went
try
a
to
little
find where I took it
bit.
from.
There's a lot of redundancy in here, but
It's all right.
some of these I just couldn't give up. Kate likes it, so I think it's probably pretty good. All right, so.
Extra large, so you guys can have.
Oh, shoot. So, put these on. That's it.
Pieces.
Yeah. I like, I'm a sucker for, well, remember on my M3 I have the racings that are like $1,000 a set or
Those are
something.
the ones that were.
These are like $300 and something, not 1,000.
Yeah, those were nice.
But I like, wheel studs just look better. Makes it easier to take your wheel on and off as well.
Is that the Viper chair?
Yep, this is the OG spec version of the Viper chair here with the Fat Boy extensions. They call them Fat Boy, the extra little side.
Yeah, that's right up my butt. Big cheeks.
Yeah, big cheeks makes it comfy on your side flab. So then, let's test our plate.
We can do too while the wheels are off. Clean these up.
Yeah, I'm gonna coat the calipers, so make sure that this fits.
Yeah.
So these are our plates for our alignment of the CSM system. Yep.
These will work just fine. Next thing we're gonna do is this.
Oh, can you ask your guy, our alignment guy, if he could do my Bronco?
Yeah.
Because now it's driving crooked.
Is it really?
And steering wheel's off.
Oh, that's because we.
And I feel like it's toe scrubbing because the tires are making more noise, and it just pains me. Those $600 tires are just scrubbing. I don't want to ride it just yet, but
Well, lifting it it'll make the steering wheel crooked, but it shouldn't change. It shouldn't change toe a whole lot. But yeah, I'll have to
I mean, there's no difference. It's just that will his machine,
take the width. That's the worry thing on the original.
Yeah.
Is it too wide?
yeah, too wide and too. How do you get something on the wheels? the 40-inch tire.
Well, I mean, what size is the actual wheel?
17s.
17? Yeah, that's all he cares about, because that's what he clamps to.
Yeah, that's going to work great.
No problem.
So these are custom plates that I had made for our alignment system because we're going to align this car in the garage. So that's what our titanium studs look like. All right, everybody, that's a wrap on the exhaust, splitters, studs. We're doing good. So the car's coming together pretty nicely. Bad news, well, good news for my wallet, bad news for future modifications. The tilt seats, he doesn't have a solve yet to defeat the airbag light, so I don't want to mess with that. So that made my decision there. I'm not sure, I just found out that JB4 has a tune for a 93 octane. You get 95 horsepower and like 70 foot-pounds of torque.
95 at the wheel.
At the wheels, yeah. So I'll probably get one of those, maybe. And then I think I'm gonna order the X Engineering, the throttle blip thingy. But the next video will be intake short shifter, and we'll probably knock out the little seat, these little seat things. Take about 30 seconds to put these on, little carbon fiber seat thingies. And then we'll start the detail. So actually the next video will be intake, short shifter, then the following would be wheels, mounting, balance, and coating of the new wheels. And then we'll do on Monday, we're gonna do the alignment, and then we're gonna start the full correction protection series as well. So anyway, make sure, go get yourself the scent bags, because these are amazing. And remember, every $1 gets you an entry. I'd buy every flavor, every scent, different flavor. That way you can see which one you like. And we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching.